Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Sprout. So, before we get started, I do want to say, for those of you that have been on the channel for very long, you guys probably know I'm not very political, and I don't really try to tell you guys what to do or what to think or anything like that. However, I do suggest that everybody says no to the net neutrality rollback thing. That's terrible. We don't want that. Unless you just want companies telling you what you can look at and what you can do on the internet. So I do suggest everybody says no to that rollback. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Now, since last episode, I have done a lot of work. I've spent nearly a day working around the town. Nearly a day. I did spend a few hours mining in the nether because I was scanning gems. We ran out of black diamonds, and we also ran out of malachite, which of course is important for making us a new sword. So this one, I mean, it's alright, but we can do better because this one was like a hub jub of like random gems, but we do have better ones, which we'll go down there in just a moment. I also spent a very long time, like I said, working around the town. First, I started up at the house. You'll notice I did not do a floor in here yet, still, but we'll get to that. But I spent a really long time working around on the house. Okay, so we actually have a floor above us now. It's not done exactly. I mean, the walls are up and we're protected. The floor above that's not done or anything. Also, you may have noticed there's a door right here. This door actually leads down to this area. Okay, and I will say that I did not do much in terms of what's this? Oh, okay. I didn't do much in terms of this area. However, I did scan a lot of gems. I'm actually going to show you that first up. Actually, I don't want to give you any spoilers. I did make a fair few more of these, though. So, mainly just passive ones. And gems, you can see I scanned a lot of gems. A lot of gems. I actually made a full... I don't have any onyx. I'm totally out of onyx. Okay. Which is bad, but I didn't really do any overworld mining between episodes. Also, you'll notice my level. I'm 89. That's with my buffs up. That's one thing I need to point out. We are up to 50 on archery. We're up to 25 on sneaking. I just figured, why not? Then I'll probably do maybe athletics or something. I don't know. I'm just kind of hoarding XP right now. But mining in the nether with a pick that has XP boost 3 on it, a lot of XP. A lot of XP. But anyways, I spent a while grading gems. And also down here we have supercharged black diamond, onyx, and malachite. Actually 2 black diamonds that are all grades of S's. Now Xavian pointed out on my Discord that there's actually a double S and a triple S as well. The chances of getting those are not so high. It was actually, altogether it was the 21st gem on this pack that I researched that I finally got a grade S malachite. Okay, so it takes a little while. But anyways, let's go ahead and head on up. And we're going to check out some of the work that I've done. Like I said, it was about a day's worth of work. It was a lot of stuff. Oh, also before we go up, one other thing. We are out of chaos ore. I have a little bit of chaos essence. I think I have a stack. Yeah, a little over a stack right there. And then I've got a few pieces here that I finished smelting up just a minute ago. The last little bit of my chaos ore, so but I do know where some is down in the mines, so we can go snag that. But anyways, if we head out, I changed all this over to living wood, and it was all manual. Actually, I need to fix that. I forgot I moved this forward and I didn't fix that dirt, which let me do that real quick because it's going to drive me insane. Okay, there we go. Now it's all limestone. Okay. Now for the fun stuff. We have a house now. This is all just leftover building materials that I'm using for this. Right now it's just oak doors. We're going to change that, but I don't have the means to actually change it at the moment to the door that I actually want to use. This is all flat color blocks glass. Back in here, this is eventually going to be like a little kitchen type area. But right now, I mean, there's nothing in here. It's just all, it's built, which is the main thing. This is all runestone tile slabs. I'm actually going to do some detail work in the ceiling. I'm just not 100% sure what I want to do. If I want to do just chisels and bits, if I, basically how I want to tackle that. Our miner needs dirt. I'm sure they've got some in the storehouses. They can bring it to him. Also, all of these, you'll notice they're kind of recessed on these pillars, or these little sections, so it kind of gives that white effect. It doesn't look great right now, but whenever I go through and do the detail work along the floor, like up along the wall there, I think it'll look better. And then if we step up here, it's just flat. I haven't actually started building this area out upstairs yet. Thus far, I'm pretty happy with it. I decided to go with a lot of this astral sorcery marble, which you can actually make with just standard marble. And if we take a look here at the map, right off in this direction, right here, there is probably the world's largest deposit of marble. It's like Marble Mountain, basically. I haven't even begun mining all of the marble that's in there, and I built this whole house out of it. I mean, it's a lot of marble. So, anyways, on the outside, it's also recessed. You'll notice that's all chisels and bits. These are actually full blocks, and then I use chisels and bits on these to kind of give it that recessed look. And I'm actually happy with it so far. I was kind of playing around with it, and I was like, I really like this, in fact. But it uses pretty much all the different astral sorcery marbles, except for the plain one, for this. And you'll notice the roof kind of comes out. There's going to be another floor up there, and it's going to have pillars that work with it. So... also, the front is not done yet. The front, it just drops off, but that's kind of what it looks like. And on this side, if we take a look here, that's what it looks like. So, I haven't done the supports all the way down over here, and I've got to kind of clean up this mountain and stuff and make it work. So, still very much a work in progress, but it's coming along. Also, my nether portal, I didn't move it. I was just like, I'm just going to build around it for the time being. Until I figure out where I want to put that. So anyways, let's head on down to the village. Now, after I did all this work, pretty much when I was working on the house, I was pretty much hopping between working on the house. I went and mined up a bunch of marble. I started working on the house, and then I was kind of bouncing between the house and the Botania area because I was like working here, then I was running down to the runic altar. I was running down to get living wood, and I was running down. I mined a little bit of living rock. For the most part, I left that alone because I used so much stone down in the town. And then I was running to our gym grading. So it was a lot of running around, to say the least. Also, I am almost out of coal. Between running the furnaces for all the stone that I needed for the town, and then running it for the gym grading, and using it to make mana, we are almost out of coal. So that's something I'm going to have to fix very, very soon. Now, down in the town, me and the builder actually worked like hand in hand. We were both like down here working on the town. She was building, I was building, and it was a lot of fun. We had a really good day together. We spent a lot of hours down here. Basically, I added the slate tiles through here. I went and got some oak leaves to kind of add some color to this place. Up here, I did a bit of road work. We've got some flowers here. I don't know what they're doing here. Like, they literally just come over here and they just stand. Like, there was a spruce tree planted here, and they cut it all down, and now they're just, like, hanging out. I don't think there's anything under here. I think they're very, very confused. You also notice I upgrade their tools. I started going with diamond because we've got, like, so many diamonds now that we might as well. These lumberjacks are both tier... Is this one a tier... Okay, this one's just a tier 3. That one is a tier 4 now. So... also, that house over there is a tier 4. Let's see, what else did I work on? Also, this house over here is a tier 4 now. So that one's been upgraded. The farm, I mean, is a tier 4. So that's what it looks like as a tier 4. Very, very spiffy. Very, very nice. Let me go ahead and sleep real quick. And now for the actual, like, big part of the town. Oh, the bakery over there is a tier 4. But right over here, this is where me and her were really, really working. This was very expensive. If it'll ever stop lagging. Very, very expensive. So, over here, I started working on the road work and the road layouts and stuff. For this section, I built this fountain here. We got some slate bricks. Also, this sea lantern. I did not go to a guardian temple. There was that astral sorcery fountain that was over here that actually had a sea lantern. I went ahead and pulled that all up and put the sea lantern down right there. And, of course, used the marble for other stuff. And then in here we've got some chiseled glowstone, and I think the fountain looks nice. And I love the water effect. I had to have something here with that fountain water sound. So this isn't necessarily the front of the town, but this is one of our main gates out of the town. So I'm actually doing the walls. I'm just letting the builder build them. Because since the town, you know, I'm building that up there. I have enough on my plate with that. So she can build the walls. So this is what she's done so far. This is actually the gate, the prefab gate. That's part of it. This way just leads out. And if we step through here, there's actually, on this side, there's actually steps that go up. Like that. And it leads to the upper section of the walls. They can actually walk into here. I can never... Oh no, it's done the bug. These doors always bug out. There we go. Anyways, you can head up here and there's like a little watchtower type thing. So, I actually really like the stone. There's actually wooden... I don't know what it is with mine colonies and doors. Like, they just don't work well together. There is actually wooden walls. And at first I was considering using those wooden walls, but I think the stone walls just look 100 times more impressive. The wooden gate looks dinky. It's more for like a small little like rinky-dink town. It's more like a palisade type wall. Whereas these walls look more like, you know, this is going to be a big thriving community. And so they just felt like they fit more. They're a little bit more impressive to look at a distance. And I am very, very happy with those. Don't know what they're doing. No clue what they are doing. They have food. They have axes. By the way, our tool bag, I actually put it on my back. And I set a hotkey here so we can just open it. And it doesn't take up an inventory slot, and it's a little bit quicker. We don't have to keep it on our hotbar or anything. So we do have easier access to the tool bag. So... but anyways, let's go ahead and get into what we're going to be doing today. So first up, what I want to do, let me see, how much, no, is it in my toolbox? Yeah, I have 14 enriched chaos essence right now. We will be wanting to use that today. And I want to get into a bit more silence gems today. First up, I think the first thing that I want to do is I want to make our new sword. And we're going to make it completely out of S rank gems. Okay, now like I said, there is a double S and triple S. That's going to take like a million years to get all three of the gems, especially triple S. It's going to be a long time coming for that. Honestly, we'll want to automate the runic altar, probably going for that, which we'll need to automate mana to do that effectively. But let's see, for our sword, do I not have... I had tool rods, right, at the end of last episode, but I must have misplaced them. I don't know what I've done with them. So, I guess we are going to make a new one. They're cheap enough, it's not really a big concern, but... There's that. So let me get like one Chaos Essence, and we'll make another batch of these. I don't know what... Oh, I got it backwards. More gold. Okay. I don't know what I did with them, so that's fine. But anyways, let's go ahead and make our katana. Our new katana. New and improved. So this one is going to have a... this, by the way, if you recall, this one is double malachite and black diamond. This one is onyx, black diamond, and malachite. I'm sure you saw my note on the last video. Onyx actually comes out to be better DPS if you have one onyx, one malachite. That's due to the fact that onyx has the highest damage. You can see melee damage on this is 11.6. Malachite is 8.12. You combine malachite's attack speed with onyx's attack damage. It comes out very, very good. So if we take a look here, this one has a DPS of 38.26. This one has a DPS of 40.17. This one already has the diamond tip applied and the additional gem. This one does not. So major, major jump. Let's go ahead and make this. What style do I want to make this? That's the question. Ooh, I really like that. I really, really like that. What if I switch these two gems? No, I like it more this way. Yeah. Yes, that looks good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make that. And what did we get? We got an uncommon. Okay, not quite as good, but not quite as good as the rare one. But that's okay. Let's apply a gem to this. And I think I'm just going to use one of these graded malachites, like an A rank or something. Or maybe a A-ranked onyx one. I wonder if there's a difference. If I use like an A-rank onyx, or I use, say, an A-ranked malachite, is there any remote difference to this? So this goes, they didn't put all that junk over there. I really wish that any eye would overlay any buffs that you had. Okay, this jumps up to a 41.5. This one jumps up to a 41.5. Okay. Doesn't really seem to change the value at all. Attack speed 281. 281. Okay. So it's the same thing. So I'm going to use malachite. I have more of those. And there we go. And if we were to apply another gem to this. Okay. Stays the same. Awesome. That's what I wanted to double check. And then we get to make a diamond tip for this. And we actually still have an S-ranked black diamond. That's awesome. We will end up using that. But let's see. Diamond tip, right? And I believe it was just a diamond and a upgrade base, wasn't it? My upgrade bases should be right up here. They are. By the way, there was an update for the pack. If you're running the pack, make sure and read that update information, the changelog. There is a note about the hunters. If you recall, they've been duplicating the NPC. So the most recent update fixes that. It instead has the hunter inside of a building. But if you have a current pack running, you are going to have to go in and delete the custom NPC file, the DAT file. So just be aware of that. It does get rid of them. Okay, so that's going to bump us up from 41.5 to 47.12 damage. So right there, that's like 9 DPS higher. You can see the attack speed on this one is actually better. It's 2.81 than the one that's pure malachite. Also, this is 13.67 attack damage. This one is 16.76 attack damage. So very, very nice. I'm not for sure if the guards will be able to use this sword. I don't know. I'm going to hold on to it. Maybe they'll be able to use it or something once they hit a tier 5. So, go ahead and throw that stuff back. Grab another stack of food. Okay, so we got our new sword. That's awesome. Now, I want to level this thing up, and there's a little trick. I actually found this out on Craft of the Titans. It's been a while back, but I got to thinking, well, we're going to make a new sword, so let's do this. We're going to just make one quick item from Ars Magica, and that is... Oh, it's not from Ars Magica. It's from... I could have swore it was from Ars Magica for some reason. That takes hay bale, wool, planks, to wheat. Very, very cheap. Alright, so there is our test dummy. And I'm going to go ahead and throw these gold rods in there for right now. We'll set up our test dummy. I'll tell you what, we'll put him upstairs. I don't want to spend all my time in the basement. We'll start expanding up here by having a test dummy room. I don't know if that's really going to be what this ends up being, but... and right here we can test our DPS. And then if we wait a second, you can see our DPS is 27.03. And then we can just go crazy on him if we want to. But there's one thing I'm using this for. There we go. Now it's level 2. Okay, so we can actually level up our weapon from this. That's kind of what I wanted to do, because my other katana had just hit level 4 while I was in the nether. I would like to get this thing leveled up. And I didn't explore anything like new in the nether. I was really just running around mining, and I explored all over the nether. It actually took me a while to get back home, because when I took off, you know, this is actually a common problem that I have, and I never learned from it. I forgot to set a waypoint to where my home was, so it took me a little while to get back. Used to, I was really good at finding my way back when I played a lot of vanilla, because of course, you know, there's not really a mini map or anything like that. And but anyways, it took me a bit to find my way home. Okay, level 4, awesome. So let's go ahead and put, there we go. We're going to go ahead and put ethereal onto this. We've actually got 3 ability tokens. We'll put ethereal, so whenever we deal damage, we actually get healed from it. I wouldn't mind light on it. That's probably what I'm going to get next, but I'm not going to stay on the test dummy for all that long. I mean, getting it to level 4 only took probably 5 minutes, maybe, of just beating on that. So that is something that you can do if you want to get your weapon kind of leveled up. So especially getting ethereal, very, very useful. The next thing I want is light, and then I tend to go with frost. It's really, really good. I wonder if, actually, let me check something. I wonder if the bug from Craft of the Titans is in this pack. So whenever I break this, okay, no. There was actually a bug. I think it's been fixed on Craft of the Titans, but anytime that you picked up one of those dummies, it would actually duplicate the dummy. So you'd have 2, and then, you know, so on. Okay, so since we've got that, the next thing I want to do is I want to put some enchants on it. A bit back, a couple episodes back, we made looting enchants. Let's go ahead and put these on here. So we can have looting 3, because I imagine this katana we're probably going to be using for a bit. So there we go, looting 3 katana. And then I would also like to put, let's see, let's take a look at what all is on here. I think smite is on here. Smite would be good. Oh, that's right, there's this damage enchantment that has up to level 5. I'm going to go double check in my creative world to see how well that works. If it's like the damage that there used to be, it was actually better than smite. Or I didn't mean smite, I meant sharpness. But every level of damage was worth 2 of sharpness, but I'm not for sure if that's the same thing or not. Okay, I'm actually not for sure what damage does. It can't be put on swords or bows or armor. Like, I'm not 100% sure. So, I guess we're going to go with sharpness, I think. Yeah. Smite would be good, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff in this pack, you know, that's not undead. Okay, there's sharpness. All it requires is rubies, flint, and blank enchantment tokens. And we need up to 5 levels of this. Okay, so let's get... Let me just pull out these. And let's see, rubies right there. So we're going to need 10 of these, and we'll just grab like a stack of flint. Sharpness. There we go, and we'll put this onto our blade. Now it has looting 3 and sharpness 5. Awesome. Okay, now another thing I'd like to get is unbreaking. I hate looking for these too. I wish you could search them by the name, but you can't. Okay, unbreaking just requires sapphires. I am going to have to make some more of these. That's no problem. So there we go, more enchantment tokens. Those are super cheap. And sapphires. Unbreaking, is it a level 5? Level 3, okay. So we'll get 3 of these. Go ahead and throw those back in. And we'll go ahead and put those onto this. So now it's got Unbreaking 3. And then, I love the enchanting system on this. It's so nice, and I can keep hoarding up my levels, right? Now, I would like to get Mending, but that requires a Nether Star, which we can't make. Now, there was another... Well, there's a couple more enchants I'd like to put on this, but, let's see. Ice Aspect. Oh, that requires ice, though. Snow and water. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go out and get some water. I mean, some snow. I think the AIoT can harvest snow. I think it would count as a shovel. We're going to hope so. If not, I can whip up a quick little, like, I don't know, flint shovel or something. Fisherman's hut is too far from water. How do you figure? You've been fine this whole time. Whenever I recall her, she just gets stuck behind that. There we go. Okay. Oh, and by the way, if you recall, there was that, are they still... Oh no, they're actually doing stuff now. They're just being really, really weird about it. Like they're just hanging out together or something. I don't know. But if you recall, there was the issue with the town. I couldn't build the town, you know, the sand town where we wanted it to. What I did was I bumped up the configs for mine colonies. By default, it's 100 blocks out from the town hall that it will... Basically, that you can build structures and then count, you know, for your town. Oops. And what I've done is I've bumped it up to 700. Okay? 700 actually allows us to build in the sand town like we wanted to. Of course, that's going to be 700 out from where our town hall is, so I can actually probably build... Let's see... It goes from right here all the way out to like right in here-ish. So that means we could probably build like on this mountain if we wanted to. We could build over here if we wanted to. Over here. I mean, it's a big... We have a huge town, technically. But my plan is, what I'm going to do is, once you have your town hall set, basically your borders are set then. Okay, so if I ripped up the town hall, that would still be my town, even though I've pulled up the town hall block. And the only way to change it from then on is using commands. Well, what I want to do is, once our town hall is a tier 5, I'm going to rip up the town hall block. So the building's still there, but it's no longer our town hall. And then what we can do is we can take that town hall block, set it up in the desert, and then build a desert town hall over there. Because really all this building really serves as far as purpose is, that's where our citizens spawn, and, you know, it's the start of your town. But now we can, technically we could freely move it anytime that we wanted to. So that's kind of what I'm thinking we're going to do with that. So that way we can have the town hall buildings in multiple towns. So, alright, so there's our snow. For ice aspect, how much did I need, was it? And I only need 10 of these. Okay. And let's grab that. I think my closest, the water source down here is like the only one I have at the moment. And there's our 2 ice aspect 2 gems. And there we go. Now our sword has ice aspect 2, which is, yeah, that's the maximum. Looting 3, sharpness 5, and unbreaking 3. And then I also think we're going to put lifesteal on it. Even though we already have lifesteal from, you know, the level up bonuses on the weapon, we're going to go ahead and put lifesteal on it as well, because it's not that expensive. 3 golden apples, and 2 morganite for each level. It was, 2 is the max level. So there we go, 4 of those. And then I have plenty of golden apples here. Oh, I got agate, not morganite. Whoops. And so there we go, now it has lifesteal 2. And then there's also XP boost. I don't know if it can have a 6th enchantment, but we're going to see. XP boost, because I'm going to need this later on for tools anyways. This is kind of my last, just kind of like, if we can put it on there, that's great. I tell you what, let me actually get like a stack of this gold smelting up. Just going to throw it into this one. Yes, we can have that too. So we have looting 3, ice aspect 2, sharpness 5, XP boost 3, lifesteal 2, and unbreaking 3. Later on, we could probably put mending on it as well once we have the nether stars to do that. So, there we go. Most OP weapon in the world. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, so now that we've got that done, the next thing I want to do is I want to make some of these other tools that we have access to. So if we look at silence gems, you know, there's a lot of options here that we could get into. I think we've got a weapon. There's other weapons I want, like the tomahawks and stuff. But I think our next course of action is going to be getting a better pick. I do a lot of mining on this pack. You know, this isn't a pack that I want to rush a quarry or anything like that. So I think a pick would be good. And I was doing some looking earlier at the gems. And if we want the best harvest level, or the best harvest speed, Heliodor is the way to go. Has the best harvest speed. Enchantability is amber. And then, of course, we know about malachite, onyx, and black diamonds. So we already have a black diamond that's S rank, and that's the best durability. Picks are 3 gems and 2 gold rods. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to go with a black diamond, Heliodor, and amber pick. So that way I can have a lot of enchants on it. It has a lot of durability and it has really good harvest speed as well. So let me get... I actually do not have a whole lot of amber. We'll grab like 6 of those. I've got 1 left. There's not really anything I can do with that. And then I guess Heliodor... We'll grab like 6 of those as well. Black diamond we're set on. I'm not too worried about that. Also going to need chaos essence. So let me grab... Oops. Grab a stack of that, redstone, glowstone, we'll grab all these things. Actually, I don't need the redstone. I was thinking of doing the chaos essence and not the other stuff. Okay, so we'll start with amber. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1 of those, get that running. And while that's running, there's another thing I'd like to make, and this is from... Insignificant Little Things. There's actually a lot of nice things in this mod. You got some furnaces here that run a bit faster than standard furnaces, and you have improved work table that holds its contents. We've got a solid fuel generator if you want a little bit of RF production. Improved hopper, that's a work in progress. Improved chest, improved furnaces, all that stuff. But this right here, these are upgrades for furnaces, and they actually work with the furnaces from Silence Gems. Or Gemulation. Sorry, I had to switch that over. But they do work with the furnaces. Like right now we have those Heliodor furnaces set up. It will work with those. Okay, well anyways, there's capacity upgrade. Increases the storage capacity of the furnace. There's also fuel boost, which is fuel efficiency. Then there's processing upgrade. I think processing upgrade is what I'm going to go for in my furnaces. They require 4 of any gem. And then 1 of those chaos cores. And then redstone lapis. Okay, our first amber is a B rank. But anyways, let's go ahead and pop on upstairs. We're going to upgrade our furnaces because I've been making a ton of stone. Okay, yeah, these only have 1 upgrade slot. I kind of wish we had a furnace that had more upgrade slots, but thing is, the Heliodor time reduction multiplier 0.45. And on that, really, the lower the number, the faster. Like the amber furnace, time reduction multiplier is 1.12, but it has 5 upgrade slots, that's a ton of upgrade slots. I think I went with like the fastest furnace, which is Heliodor. I didn't think I was going to have issues with coal, but guess what? I am. Okay, so for this, we're going to need 12 enriched chaos essence, and then we're going to need... I have so much nether quartz. I was mining up a bunch of this stuff, and of course that was with Fortune 3 picks, or Fortune 3 pick, and mining up a bunch of it for XP more than anything. So, alright, what gem do we have the most of? I know there's a lot from the nether that we have a lot of. Yeah, like Moldavite, we have... That's not Moldavite, that's Moldavite. So there we go. 12 Moldavite, and then we can get Lapis, and... What's the other thing? I think it's Redstone, actually. Yeah. Okay, so our processing upgrades... For some reason those items won't stack in there. Oh, you know what I didn't use? I used my Heliodor instead of my Moldavite. Whoops. I was paying 0 attention at all. That's fine. I've got plenty of Heliodor, so it's not... Well, I'm about to use it for tools, though. That's the only thing. Okay, let me pop down here and sort these gems out, and then we'll get back on with that. You know, it's funny, I thought I had a lot of chaos essence, and then I started actually using it, and it's like, nah, you don't have very much at all. Okay, so far we've got an A rank and a B rank, so that's not terrible. I'd love to get an S rank. I don't foresee it happening, but we can always hope. Probably going to end up going with the A rank. That's fine, honestly, because with all of our haste, the pick is going to be, like, instant anyways. Well, that's enchantability, but still. I think we'll be okay. But let's go ahead and put our processing upgrades. I think it's... shift right click. Yeah, shift right click on this. It puts the upgrades into the furnace. You can't actually put them in through the GUI. Okay, so now they have processing speed upgrades, and this is really, really cool. Like, you saw before how fast they ran. I meant to show you before I put those in there, but I'll go ahead and grab 3 stacks of this. I'm using up so much stone. Like, I've actually got a bit smelted up in here, but if we throw this in, you'll notice, I mean, this furnace is super fast now in comparison. Now, technically, you could make a furnace and then put additional upgrades in it, but the Heliodor is pretty fast as is, and then you make just one of those upgrades, because those chaos upgrades, those, you know, pretty much any of those upgrades, they're kind of expensive with that chaos essence core thing, to the point that I don't want to have to make a bunch of those. Speaking of stone, I'm going to have to bring some more down here, because I am out. Why am I supercharging Peridot? And by the way, since I don't think I mentioned it, if you want to put a backpack on your back, right down here under iron backpacks, equip, unequip backpack, and then you do your open backpack button there. It's all just hotkey stuff, but it is really, really nice, really, really handy. So I finally got. I was making one because basically I have one scanning, and then I have one running, but I did finally get a Heliodor that we can use. And I actually scanned a bunch of Heliodors. So I made 8 of them in total. This is the last of our Chaos Essence. It's terrible. But basically I got 3 Ds in a row. And then I made more and I got 2 Cs in a row. Then I got an E. And then I got a B. But I finally got one. I was waiting for an A. But I got an S, so that works out well. And then we got another D. I have terrible luck with Heliodor. It's awful. But anyways, we got an S rank, and we have an S rank Black Diamond. And then for the Amber, we're just going to go with the A rank Amber. Okay, this is going to be for our pick. And let's go ahead. Actually, my golden rods are upstairs. We'll go ahead and whip one of these up real quick. Because I think a better pick is... We're long overdue for a better pick. What if I adjust this? I don't quite like that as much. Wish I knew which side was going to be the one facing out. I think the black side there would be facing out. So that's what we're going to make. It has a harvest level of cobalt and a harvest speed of 17.2, which is pretty good. We'll go ahead and snag that. Let's see what it looks like. Yes, that's perfect. Okay. So, I like that. Let's go ahead and get some enchantments for it. So give me just a second. I'm going to make these off camera, the enchants, and then we'll apply all of them. Because I think you guys have seen me make enchants enough. Okay, I got the enchants I think we're going to need. So, first up we have efficiency up to 5. Then we have XP boost. So there's XP boost 3 and efficiency 5 pick. Then I'm also going to want fortune 3 and unbreaking 3. So we have XP boost 3, efficiency 5, fortune 3, and unbreaking 3. So I think that's a pretty good pick. So now really I'm going to keep the AIoT just in case, you know, I need snow or something, because I'm not going to make a shovel just yet. I don't think. I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, I might as well, I guess. Because I'll show you some of the nice features of these once we get everything made. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and make a shovel. And the shovel, of course, it can only have 1 gem, so I think I'm just going to give it Black Diamond. I think we'll go with like a, maybe a B rank. Let's see. Okay, it looks like they only stack to 10. These are all non-S rank. Okay, that works out. Supercharged Black Diamond, we're just going to go with like an A rank on that. And that's how we're going to make our shovel. So, there we go. I'm not going to put any enchants on it just right now. I may end up putting unbreaking on it once we get back to enchanting, but Now, as far as weapons go, I want some kind of a ranged weapon. And instead of going for a bow, I think I'm going to go for a tomahawk. These are actually really, really cool. So these require 4 gems. Now, I'm not going to be able to make like best in slot or even S ranks. We're just going to go with like A ranks on this stuff. So we're going to go supercharged black diamond. And then we're going to go with, I think probably the same stuff that's on our katana. So then we'll go with like an onyx if I can find a... Yeah, there's an A-ranked onyx. And then we're going to go with like an A-ranked malachite. And for the other one, we're going to go with... We'll go with an amber. Okay? So, let's see. It's two rods. And then 4 gems. And I'm going to have to lay these out and figure out kind of what we want to do. Okay, so it's got decent durability. It's got pretty good DPS, honestly. I could adjust these, have like a green tip. I think I like the black tip because, you know, most of our tools have a black tip right now. I think we're going to make it like that. Supercharged black diamond, amber, onyx, malachite, tomahawk. That looks good. So we'll go ahead and craft that. Okay, so we got uncommon on that. Not terrible, I guess. And I'm not going to get into the magic scepter just yet because we have to put... We would ideally have magic damage boosted on that. And at the moment, I don't want to use my chaos essence to try to make more super gems. Just because I don't have very much of it, and we're going to use some more of it here in a minute. So, but let me show you the tomahawk real quick. This is really cool. So what you do is you hold right click and it charges up, and then you can throw your tomahawks. Now you'll notice right now I'm out. I have 0 tomahawks, but I can go over and I can pick them up. Okay, and that's the way that works. But let's get... First up, let's get some upgrade bases. I'm going to want to go ahead and make diamond upgrades for all this stuff. And I'm also going to want to apply some gems to it. And I think we're just going to go with like turquoise. It don't really matter. I don't even think you have to use supercharged ones. It seems like actually boosting the tool one time with the gem only works with the sword. So we'll go with it. But anyways, let's go ahead and make our upgrade bases. There's that. Then we're going to go ahead and throw these on there. That's going to boost it from 21.93 to 25.22 damage on that. And then we'll do the same thing with the pick as well. It's actually got decent DPS. It's got 24.18 DPS. Okay. And I'll probably do it with the shovel later. That's fine. And I think that's the main tools that I want to get today, I think. I don't see anything else that really jumps out at me anyways. But let's go ahead. Let me actually put some enchants on this. On the tomahawk. And I'm actually not going to have enough sapphires to put unbreaking on both of them. So I think I'm going to put it on my tomahawk. Regardless, this stuff is really easy to repair. Because what you can do is like just take a gem that you use to make it and put it in there and it'll repair it. So not really a big deal, but we'll go ahead and put unbreaking on the tomahawk. And now I'm out of sapphire. I'm going to have to get some more of that. I'm curious about something. Can a tomahawk take infinity? To put infinity on it, it is going to take a few ender pearls. Never mind, I don't have any ender pearls. Because I need eyes of ender, but I don't have any of those. I think I have... No, I turned them all into mana pearls. I have none. Okay. So, never mind on that. And I will want to put, like, probably ice aspect on it and stuff, but I don't have the snow on me right now. I'll do that later. It's not really anything pressing. I'm going to put that snow in there. And that in there for right now. Okay. But, so we've got some tools now. We've got some nicer stuff. And these, I'll figure out some more enchants. I want to put, like I said, maybe infinity. I'll have to check that. But infinity on those axes would be awesome. So you could just infinitely throw them. Would be really cool. Now you can just run up and attack with this. You can also cut wood with this. I'm assuming, well, normally you can cut wood with it. I don't know, since like the AIoT doesn't cut wood properly in this pack. I'm not for sure about this, if it'll actually cut wood. Oh, it will. Okay. So there we go. But let me pop down here. I'm going to run down to the mine. I'm going to show you one of the neat features of the pick real quick. Then there's a couple other things that I'd like to get, and then we're going to go check out a dungeon, I think. Just to kind of test out our new tools and whatnot. Okay, so for example, if you recall, if I hold shift and I left click with the sword, you know, it does that magic attack. Well, with the pick, if you hold shift and left click, or is it hold shift and... Oh, if you right click, it places the first placeable, like, block, I guess, that it can break. It places the one in the last slot in your inventory. This thing breaks stuff instantly. It's faster than the AIoT, by the way. Oh, it's shift and C. That toggles it. So normally if I hit stone, you know, it breaks one block. Well, if you hit shift and C, you'll notice that the icon there changes, right? So instead of having just the normal crosshair, you now have a box around it. This means you're going to mine a 3x3 area with this. Okay? And I love the crosshair feature because it's handy. It's not intrusive. It's not like, oh look, you have a supercharged pick right now. But it still lets you know, like, hey, this is supercharged, be careful, right? And a lot of the tools have that feature, like the lumber axe, or the axe does, the hoe does, the sickle does, so on. Okay, I was making up some enriched chaos essence, and we are actually now out of... I mean, I have 2 chaos essence. That's it. And I actually need a bit more. Altogether, we have 8 at the moment, which is not great. So I'm going to go mining for a bit with this new pick. Now, one thing I do want to do before we head out is I want to upgrade our backpacks. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull off my tool bag, and we're going to upgrade both of these. Potatoes, Mr. Frodo. Okay, and this is 6 diamonds and then 2 chests to upgrade them to emphasis, storage emphasis diamond chest. And once again, I'm going to go storage emphasis. I've never had the need to go upgrade emphasis. I feel like there's enough upgrades for most of the things that I want to do for the majority of the backpacks I set up. But we're going to go ahead and get diamond level mining bag and diamond level tool bag. I'm going to go ahead and throw the tool bag back on our back. Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. And if we look on our back, we now have a diamond backpack on us. And you'll notice we have a bit more storage in that. But what we're going to do is we are actually going to set up the upgrades for our mining bag. I think it's overdue, honestly. So we have 12 upgrade points, and then we have 3 additional upgrade points that we can add with the additional upgrade if we need it. So realistically, without the upgrade emphasis, you can have 15 upgrade points. It's plenty, in my opinion, for the majority of the things that we're going to do. So I think first up, I'm going to want a mining filter upgrade. This requires some paper, upgrade cores. We're going to go ahead and make a few of these, like maybe 4 of them or something. The only thing I may not have enough of, I don't have any of, is paper, but I should have some rice maybe lying around. Oh, you can actually craft paper in this pack with wood. Okay. I need to actually get sugarcane up and going. I'm not going to use up that. Yeah, we'll just use oak. I need to not hold that in my hands. Okay, so our upgrade cores. There's 5 of those. That should be alright for right now. The mining filter. It's 4 redstone, paper, and then an iron pick. So there's that. And then I'm also going to want a compression upgrade. There's a 2x2 and then a 3x3. Either one of these. I'm going to go for the 3x3. This requires 5 crafting tables, a bone block, and there's our compression upgrade. And then I'm also going to want, let's see, we got a mining filter, compression upgrade. I'm also going to want I might get a small compression upgrade if I find that there's something that I need that for. Nothing really comes to mind at the moment, but we'll see. And then I'm also going to want the precise quick deposit upgrade. So that requires quick deposit. That's just pistons and paper for that. So quick deposit, and then we're going to get those and some slime balls. I guess we're going to use our very last slime pearl, in fact. There's that. I'm going to have to get some kind of something set up to start getting slime. Okay. So there's precise quick deposit, compression, mining filter. I mean, I can do nesting. We'll see, but as of right now, there's nothing. I don't really feel the need to get nesting. And I'll tell you what, we're going to get the damage bar upgrade. It's just a nice one to have, especially for something that we're going to be holding. The Eternity upgrade's also nice, but I'm not terribly concerned about that one, because if I die, I need to get back to my stuff anyway. It's not like, oh, I just need my backpack. So, damage bar, that's just 4 bowls, some string and paper. And there we go. I just made 2 of them. That's fine. I'm going to make more backpacks later on, so it's not really a big concern. So, okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to we're going to shift right click our mining bag. I'm sorry, not shift right click. We're going to put this in a crafting table, put our damage bar, our precise, oh no, it's one at a time. So first we'll put our damage bar. You'll notice then it gets like a durability bar, and as that bar fills up, it means there's more stuff in that as it goes up. Then we're going to add our precise quick deposit, and then compression, and then our mining filter. Okay, so we've used all 12 slots. Now we can actually add an additional 3 slots if there's something that we want. I'm going to hold on to them for now. But the nice thing, okay, first up, compression upgrade. If I set, say, redstone into this, and I threw this down, there we go. It goes ahead and it compresses that stuff for me. Redstone is definitely something that I want compressed. Also, some other things like lapis, diamond, not gold, coal, emeralds. We'll go ahead and add those in. So that way it'll just make blocks, so I don't have all those like loose items. Drives me insane. There's also a mining filter upgrade here. Basically, what the mining filter is going to do is anything that's related to mining, like gems, diamonds, redstone, emerald, coal, all that stuff is immediately going to go into this backpack since it has the mining filter. The extra slots here, I can set things that can also come into this backpack. Okay, so for example, I'm going to put cobblestone because it doesn't automatically come into this. I want cobblestone to go into the mining bag. Now I'm also going to add cobblestone to the compression upgrade. So if I throw this down, there we go. I get compressed cobblestone and cobblestone. And then, realistically, if I wanted to, I could also add compressed cobblestone to this. And then if I was to pick up a bunch of it, you can see that it compresses it and then it double compresses it as well. So, and then also the precise quick deposit, what I can do is I can come over here, let me throw in like a bunch of this stuff into my backpack. And then if I double right click this, or I'm sorry, shift right click this onto the drawer controller, it dumps everything that has a slot into the drawers. So if I go mining, I can quickly dump everything that I pick up from my mining trip into the system. Which basically that stuff all just makes my life a bit easier when it comes to managing inventory after a mining trip and things of that nature. So anyways, and I think that's covered pretty much everything that we added to that. Yes. And I may add more stuff to this, we'll see, as I go mining. Probably andesite, granite, diorite. Though I will say that stuff doesn't seem to spawn as much. Hey. Oh, by the way, see the frost? It makes it so he can't move. So, really, really nice. Anyways, I'm going to head down to the mine. I'm going to do a little bit of mining, and then I'll be back. I actually noticed it was pretty close to wrapping up point, so I don't know for sure that we'll go explore a dungeon this episode. But the nice thing is we've taken care of some gear-based stuff that was, stuff that needed to be done, and is really going to help us with moving forward. So, anyways, I'll be back once I get a bit more chaos essence. Okay, I just want to show you this in action with this supercharged pick. It's absolutely crazy. Like, literally, I click and stuff breaks instantly. But just as an example, watch this. Like, oh, oops. Well, I can swim in lava, so it doesn't really matter. But, I mean, look at this. It's crazy. This mining power. And the best part is, now that we've got our backpacks all set up, look at my inventory. I picked up nothing from all of that. It all goes into here. It gets compressed, double compressed. We have space to store just tons of cobblestone. I mean, just XP just raining in. So yeah, this is why this episode, even though we didn't get to explore dungeons and stuff, we've made huge progress this episode. Just making my life a whole lot easier. Oh, I see an Enderman. I love how they just can't even do anything. Like, they just get stuck in place. There we go. Like, look at him. It literally... Whoa! 3 ender pearls from him. That is nuts. But sometimes it says not enough chaos. Basically, we're mining so fast that our gem can't keep up. Like this chaos orb. Because you'll notice, like, right now, our chaos is down. It will... There we go. It just recharged it. Sometimes it just takes it a bit. It won't keep up with us when we're going that quickly. Because this... Oh, you know what? I do not have any... I must have put my bread up. Whoops. Okay. Our final essence is done. We're going to go ahead... I don't know why I opened my inventory for that. Okay. So we now have 16 enriched chaos essence. Haha. Okay, now the fun actually begins. I'm going to make 2 more things, then we're going to end out the episode. First up, let's pop over here. And the first thing that I'm going to want is I want a way to get back home quickly. Okay? So what we're going to make is we're going to make one of these return home charms. And basically these are all the same. You just get to pick your gem that you put in it. I'm going to go with violet sapphire. Okay? And then to actually make it, we're going to need some gold. We're also going to need a fragile chaos orb. By the way, I mined like a stack and a half of chaos essence. Like, in a matter of like 3 or 4 minutes. It was super fast. So we're going to need one of these. There we go. I'm going to have to get that thing charged back up here in a minute. Then we're also going to need some of this gilded string. That's just string and gold. Oh, whoops. It makes 3 per craft. Okay. I just need 3 of them. And then I'm also going to need just a couple gold ingots. I'll just go ahead and convert all of that. And our violet sapphire. There it is. Go ahead and get that. No, I don't want to use the one that has chaos at the moment. I want to use the one that doesn't have chaos. That gets us the return home charm. Now we need a teleporter block to link this to. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make teleporter anchors. They require a block of iron. By the way, I did dump the stuff into the system. But the stuff that didn't dump, you can see we got a lot of coal. We got a bunch of redstone. 44 double compressed cobblestone. I mean, it was crazy fast. And we're about to make it even faster once we get this teleporter set up. Like, after the next thing that we're going to make. Like, major upgrades. We've pretty much been working on upgrade stuff all episode. So I hope you guys don't mind. But... It's okay. It'll be worth it. So this makes 4 teleport anchors. So really you could set return home charms different places with different teleport anchors. This one I'm going to set it up. This is subject to change, but for right now I'm going to put it like right here. Okay. So we'll drop our teleport anchor right there. And then what we're going to do is we are going to just... By the way, this has pulled all the charge from that chaos orb. Because the chaos orb will charge anything in your inventory that can take chaos. It can be your tools, It can be your return home charms. It can be your gems, all different kinds of stuff, which we'll get into gems in just a second. But we're going to shift right click this. And now if we were to come over here, for example, and we just hold... Oh, sorry. Right click it. There we go. Bound to teleporter. And then if we hold this, it's going to charge up, and when we release it, it teleports us home. And it uses a little bit of chaos, but realistically, not that much. Not that much chaos. So now we have a quick way to get home. I can never get lost in the nether again. For example, if we pop over to the nether, in fact. Okay, so if we hold right click, pow. Right back to the overworld at our teleporter anchor. And like I said, I mean, you could set up multiples of those and have like different teleports with the return home charms. Now, there is a teleport system within Silence Gems, but it requires Ender Essence. We haven't even got to that yet. I will say that I know it probably seems like we're covering a lot of Silence Gems, and we haven't even... There's still plenty of stuff between Silence Gems and Gemulation that we haven't even got to yet. Now, the other thing that I want to make is I want to make, at long last, a Chaos Gem. Okay, one of these big gems. Now, you can make any kind. They're all... Basically, they all have the same number of slots and the same number of charge. They can hold 2 million charge, and they have 20 slots. Now, I'm going to make mine out of onyx, I think. No, I'm out of onyx. Never mind. Let me see. Tell you what, we're going to make it out of black diamond. If we take a look here, it requires a block of the material and then 8 enriched chaos essence. So, very, very expensive, but it's totally worth it, and you'll see why in just a second. So there's that. There's that. We got our chaos black diamond. And let's go ahead and pop down here. And I'm going to go ahead and set this stuff up to charge because, you know, we need to get some charge in this. So we'll set that there. It's going to start charging, pulling chaos from the chaos altar. My return home charms charged. We will need to upgrade our chaos orb. The only thing is the next tier is the refined chaos, and it requires 4 enriched chaos. We'll probably do that next episode, upgrade that, because I think we're at the point now where with the mining stuff that we have, getting that enriched chaos essence isn't really a big issue. Because I can go down there for a few minutes and get, you know, a bit of that. This is done. Go ahead and grab that. Alright, so this by itself, it does nothing. Having this, I mean, it doesn't charge anything, it doesn't do anything. We have to actually utilize the slots that it has. And what we do is we use these runes. And there's runes for all different kinds of stuff. There is flight, however, it's disabled. It's not disabled outside of scavenger mode, but if you're playing scavenger mode, it's unavailable. Or at least currently unavailable. But I think that I want 2 different ones, and the first one I want is night vision. Okay, this requires 4 enriched chaos essence, 2 redstone, and then a couple golden carrots. Really not bad. And you only need 1 of these. It only accepts 1 tier, of course. So there we go. There's night vision, and then I'm also going to want regeneration. Okay, this requires 3 gas tiers and 2 redstone, and then 4 of that enriched chaos essence. Now I only have 2 gas tiers, but I can actually use catalyzing glands to make a gas tier. Which those I've only got like 2 more of those now, but this is a good use of it, honestly. Okay, so we got regen and night vision, and then what we can do is we can take our chaos black diamond, and put these in the crafting grid with it, and you'll see that now it has night vision and regeneration. Okay. And so then what we can do is put this right here. We can just take this, shift right click, and it'll turn it on. And you'll notice it starts eating through some chaos, but we have regeneration and night vision. So now, honestly, we've reached a point of being pretty OP. No, you don't. You got frost. Mr. Centaur. I don't know why I'm killing him. Basically just for the sake of it. Go grab my tomahawk here. We've got good weapons, right? The tomahawk could use some enchantments and some work, but even still, we've got some really good weapons. We've got some really good enchants. We've got mining, just crazy mining at the moment. And basically, I mean, we've made some pretty big strides on stuff. So now what I can do is I can go into the mine and I can just start mining. I have night vision. I don't have to worry about stopping every 5 seconds to place a torch. I can just go. I mean, it's going to spawn mobs, of course, but that's okay. And getting levels now is going to be super easy. Ooh, what did I find here? Oh, it's a dungeon. It's part of that runic dungeon. Or a roguelike dungeon, sorry, not runic dungeon. And look at that. Crazy. And it's not even enchanted yet. I'm just going to dump that stuff. Now, I will say that probably... I don't know if I'll do it between this episode and next, or I might do it just next episode, just really, really quickly. But we are going to get a... Oh, and we're also immune to fire. Oh, there we go. Like, we can just, like, swim through fire. We have, like, super mining. We have teleportation home. We have night vision and regen constant. And you can actually get regen 2 as well. I just don't have the gas tiers for it. But this gym has enough slots, because right now I'm only using 10 slots. So I have another 10, and regen is only 8 slots. So I am going to eventually put regen 2 on this. There's also, like, strength and stuff, which we will probably... Oh, yeah, I've already drained that entire fragile chaos orb. That's the worst thing, is I need to upgrade and get a better chaos orb now. So... But yeah, as you can see, I mean, mining... Mining, even without the 3x, is still super fast. And for the most part, my inventory doesn't get swarmed with stuff. It all goes into here. Which is great. Absolutely great. I love all the random chickens that are underground here. Also at the top left, you can see what our chaos gem. You can see the charge on it. It's 95% right now. So, and then anytime you want to shut it off, you can just shift right click with it in your hand and shut it off. So, anyways, oh, Redstonia. I will take that. But anyways, with that, I am going to end out the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, we didn't get out of the base too much this episode, aside from in the mine. But we did make some major advancements as far as equipment and stuff goes. So, and we could just warp back here. It's awesome. So mining is no longer going to take me very long at all, because I can just pop down there and just rip through it. I mean, in that time, yeah, see, I got a bunch of chaos ore. I got a bunch more blocks of coal and stuff like that. So my coal problems are over now. And of course, we also have this shiny bag as well, which is fairly useful. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I had a whole lot of fun. And I'm going to have a whole lot of fun with these tools too. So I wanted to get to enchanting armor and stuff like that today, but we just haven't got around to it yet. Next episode, we are going to probably be working with Britannia, honestly. We might make a few things from Silence Gems. There's a couple things that come to mind that we could pretty quickly make if I just get a little bit of enriched chaos. It'll mainly be quick things like upgrading our little chaos tablet and some stuff like that. But I think the most of the episode we're going to be working with Britannia, and we're also going to go check out a new dungeon that has piqued my interest. So that's the plan for next episode. I hope you guys join me for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. As always, if you did, be sure and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay up to date with when new videos come out. I'm actually getting some lag. After I play this pack for an extended period of time, I have to relog every so often. But yeah, so I hope you guys join me for next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys next time.